After returning from an Antarctica expedition last month, I posted quite a few videos on the trip. However, I wanted to share some suggestions for anyone planning a trip. Here are a few things to consider. First of all, you should think about when to go. The high season is the summer months of December, January, and February. The weather should be warmer then. Now, February and March are supposed to be the best for whales. Although, when I was there in December, we saw many. It might be cheaper for you to go in the shoulder season, but make sure you think through the weather and the wildlife before making any decisions. Secondly, you need to determine what type of ship. There are some ships that simply cruise by and don't go on excursions. And frankly, you can see real beauty from the ship. However, I would highly recommend an expedition ship so that you can have a fuller Antarctic experience. I chose the National Geographic Resolution ship for these reasons. Number one, they had solo cabins, which brought the cost down for a solo traveler, although frankly it was still very expensive. Number two, the Resolution was a new ship that was faster, a good icebreaker, and it had a special hull design that was able to handle the Drake Passage more smoothly. Number three, I also chose a smaller ship with a maximum of 136 passengers. Since Antarctica only allows 100 people on shore at any given time, the larger ships have to begin expeditions very early in the morning and schedule everyone in stages. With a smaller number of passengers, they can send one group out in a Zodiac and another group on land and then reverse it. That way, it allows everyone to go about the same time. I think choosing a ship is one of the most important choices you can make. National Geographic was great, but there are other good ships out there too. Just make sure you do some research before selecting. Now, once you've booked your expedition, you need to figure out what to bring. I have posted 2 videos that discuss packing and include a packing list, but I'll say here that almost everyone I spoke to on the ship said they overpacked. I know I brought the bare minimum and still ended up having items I didn't wear. You can definitely wear things multiple times, so pack lightly. And I'll say emphatically, don't forget your sunscreen. Also consider your eyewear. The sun can be blinding when reflected off the snow, and the wind can whip snow in your eyes. There were some people that had ski goggles and were very happy they brought them. This wouldn't have worked for me because I wear glasses. I had a difficult time taking pictures with my prescription sunglasses on because they turned my camera display black. I actually think it would have been good for me to have clip-on sunglasses so I could flip them up when taking photos. Not exactly fashionable, but definitely more functional. Also, think twice before taking meds for seasickness. The Drake Passage is notorious for its rough seas. However, the medical doctor on board warned us that he treats more people who get sick from the meds than they do from the sea. So make sure you think it through before you casually pop a pill or put a patch on. And finally, you need to know that a good expedition in Antarctica involves flexibility. In order to have the best experience, the captain and expedition leader need to gauge the weather to find out the best places to go ashore. I was often amazed when I looked out my window and saw horrible weather, but when the boat stopped a couple hours later, we were in a nice sunny spot. When you do your research for a trip, make sure you are finding an expedition that has a flexible schedule. Antarctica is amazing, a truly special place. I hope if you are planning a trip, you will keep these things in mind. If you have already been to Antarctica and have additional advice, please share it in the comments section. Also, I have left links to my other Antarctica videos in the description below. And if you'd like to follow more of my senior and solo travel journeys, please subscribe. Cheers!